Hello, welcome to the challenge. Now today our challenge is a very interesting one actually. It's one I'm really looking forward to. Today my challenge is to catch a perch, not just an average Joe sized perch, but a big perch. And this venue here I've come to today has a very good a very good number of big perch in it. I've just got to try and play the numbers game I think today, with through the small ones, and hopefully drop on a bigger one. It's a lovely venue this, and hopefully I can catch a perch today of the size I'm looking for, but it's gone very mild today, considering how it's been the last 2 or 3 days. It's been very cold. We've had frosty mornings, frosty nights, but hopefully now it's warmed up a little bit over the last 12 hours or so, and hopefully that'll push the perch into feeding a little bit more, and hopefully we can get one of the bigger ones in the lake. That's what I'm hoping for, fingers crossed. Well, first cast and I've got a perch. Lovely little perch, not a big fish, but it's a start, and that's what I was hoping for, to try and get fish on the first cast, and it was quite a very positive bite, so that's a good sign. Let's get this fella back and let's try and catch a bigger one. Well, I've only been fishing about half an hour and already I've caught 5 or 6 perch, and I've sort of figured out how to catch them. They're feeding mainly as the bait's falling through the water, so they're feeding on the drop, and I've noticed that if I can get the bait to fall really slowly through the water columns, they're taking the bait on the drop. So what I've done, I've gone really fine, a single maggot, and I've dotted my float right down so there's only the merest little bit of a side tip showing, and I'm getting such positive bites. It's amazing that the float's just flying under, and I'm getting a lot of bites. I'm having a bite to chuck actually, and I'm really happy with the session so far. I think if I can keep this going all day long, then I might have a chance of one of those bigger ones. What I'm doing is I'm trying to keep the maggots trickling through the water, just by feeding little and often, which is the key when fishing on the drop or up in the water. Feeding little and often, and I'm really getting a lot of bites. And this is fantastic fishing. I'm really enjoying myself here today. I'm getting a lot of action indeed. Well, I'm having one bite after another now. It's really good fun. I'm catching a lot of perch, and I just think if I can get through the barrier of the small fish, or play the numbers game even, and try and see if I can just catch fish after fish and hope that one of the bigger ones pick up my hook bait, take my hook bait on the drop. I think that's the way to go. I'm getting a lot of bites. Some of them are getting a bit very delicate and timid, but I'm still getting bites, and it's a great way of fishing. I love fishing on the drop for perch, and for any other species for that matter, but perch are one of my favourite species of fish. Many of us, when we're kids and we start out fishing, the perch is the first fish that we catch as a youngster, or at any other age where we start fishing, and I think fishing for perch is great. Sometimes, I think people get too worked up in the thing that it's got to be a big carp in catching. It's not. Perch are a great species, and especially this time of year with the end of November. Autumn's a great time of year to target perch, believe you me. And I'm having some great fun today. Sometimes I'm having little flurries of bites, and I'm catching more fish in little bunches rather than catching one after another. But, if I keep working, I think I can get a good bag of perch today. And I don't think today it's all about the big perch. It's a main target, obviously, but I think if I can get a good net of perch, then I'll be more than happy, and I'll see that as a very more than welcome consolation prize if I can't get the big one. But the big one is really what I'm after. But I'm getting one fantastic net of perch building up down there in the margins. I'm actually putting the fish in a keep net at the moment, just missed another bite there. I am having some fantastic fun, and I hope I can catch a big one, but if not, I can keep catching these little ones all day long. It won't bother me one bit. Really enjoying it. Well folks, I've had a real good day. I've had a fantastic net of perch. Really good net of perch here I've got. Look at all those beauties. Some fantastic fish in there. A really good net of perch. Look at that. That's great. A great result for all the hard work I put in this session. Really pleased with all those perch. Look at them. Fantastic this is. And I haven't caught the big fish I was after, but I've caught a lot of the smaller ones. So hopefully I can see that as a success. I see it as well anyway. I feel happy. It's a cold autumn day, and I'm pleased with the perch that I've caught on this session. It's been a great day, and hopefully you can join me soon again for the challenge. I'm Leroy, Tight Lines, and I'll see you soon.